All praises, honor, and glory be to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahak, Kodash, Rakah. All right. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Yasha Allah who rule well. Uh, and double, salutations to you brothers out teaching this truth and sincerity, Salakia, across the four corners of the earth. Pushing this truth and sincerity, man. First and foremost, you know. So, without any further ado, I'm just gonna get straight to it. Um, the devil will always be caught red-handed, man. You know what I'm saying? The devil will always be caught red-handed. Caught red-handed. This devil, this Edomite, you know, Esau Fury, you know what I'm saying? Tyson's Fury. Um, he actually he is out right now, as you can see. I got to the right. It says breaking news: Tyson Fury may now be facing ban from sport after new evidence surfaces. Right, and Esau, he's just losing all the way around the board. This is relevant because it just proves with the video that I I uploaded from a Jake in the world. You know what I'm saying? But he pretty much, he says he has some inside with Deontay Wilder. I had seen this a while back, and now the it's starting to actually open up into the boxing world as being true. You know what I'm saying? But this, I had the Jake that he who brought that out. He brought that out months before. Um, this just became like known. You know what I'm saying? Like, or verified now, to where people will put they word on it as well, that Tyson Fury in fact cheated. You know what I'm saying? All type of things are surfacing, which we're gonna get in the video, and then I'm gonna bring out some scriptures. But yeah, man, the devil, he always gonna be getting caught red. He's always gonna be caught red-handed because the devil is red. You know what I'm saying? So Esau is just being exposed across the boards, like the Lord said he was gonna do. And as I was saying, this is relevant because Esau, he tries to find a way to change truth by things being in the matter of fact, let me get that. What's that? That's woe unto them that devise um iniquity upon their work, iniquity upon their bed. I think that might be Psalm 64. Let me see. No, that's not it. Not yet. Let me see. I think that's 3 and something. Salakia upon their beds, and I'm gonna let this play this video after this. It's 3 and something. Let me see. What is that? Is it Nahum? No, it's not Nahum. Let me see. Salakia. Practice it. Salakia. Bear with me 1 second. Yeah, Micah 2 and 1. Salakia. It's this woe to them. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. So Esau, he thinks he could change prophecy just because it's in the power of his hand. He could change truth because it's in the power of his hand to do stuff. It can rewrite the record books, rewrite history, which is records. It's supposed to be true records. You know what I'm saying? The true account. How things actually went. You know what I'm saying? But he also tries to defy reality. It been reality. Wicked ways, and that one way being that it told us in the beginning of the scriptures that Esau was going to be weaker than Jacob, man. because we know Jacob went on to be the stronger one. It says that one shall be stronger than the other. So here we have it within the first fight for brothers who you know who deal with boxing a little bit. You know, they deal with it as a, you know, as brothers call it, a pastime, and you know what I'm saying, you know, stuff you just do in your downtime or whatever. You know, you recouping or whatever, you know. But anyway, you seen in the first fight, Tyson Fury about got his damn head punched off, you know, by the what's described by, you know, boxing trainers. Even though Deontay Wilder is not really a good boxer, but he's a child of God. You know, at the end of the day, he's an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? So he's Jacob, and that strength was always going to be seen in Jacob, because that's what the Lord gave to his people, to be always stronger than Esau, no matter what. And you seen that in the first fight, but yet they made it a draw. So that was Esau doing what he do, working, you know what I'm saying, because it's, as it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. So they could just make it a draw, even though it wasn't close. Especially with that knockdown. I believe they say he got knocked down twice, because I never actually even seen the fight like live. I've always seen the highlights, but I knew, you know, because I deal with boxing. I watch boxing. Not into it as much as I used to be, but it wasn't even a comparison for it to be a draw. So come the second fight, that completely goes away. Deontay Wilder, he's getting pummeled like how Charles Barkley and the rest of the players off Space Jam became when the wicked little whatever you want to call them, they took their powers, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how Deontay Wilder looked. And it's simply because you see right here, woe to them that devise iniquity. It was a plan that came up with to strip the NBA players from their power, the Jakes from their power, you know what I'm saying, their abilities, you know what I'm saying, their spiritual abilities, their abilities, and it says, and work evil upon their beds when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, because they have the power to do such. You know what I'm saying? So they just made it a draw. And then come the second time, like I said, here's Deontay Wilder looking like he's on Space Jam, and Tyson Fury looking like he's on the side of the little minions that, you know, stripped him of his power, and he's playing his role in it. But I ain't gonna keep talking. We're gonna go ahead and get into it.
Stupid fool! Did you really think you gonna hit me? Huh? Bam, bam, bam! Over. God bless you. That's beautiful. What a night. Tremendous night. Tremendous night. A lot of excitement here. It's like the old days.
His father's in the corner with him. Billy Collins. The father is in the corner. That must be really.
And it's pretty much gonna be a little commentary too. I'm gonna probably put a little commentary to this. So
Difficult to deal with. His son.
Let's hear your point of view. Let's hear your point of view about that, Rick. Point of view of relationship from father and son.
Well, I think it'd be very, very difficult for a father to deal with seeing his son in that condition and to get.
In most cases, I would agree with you.
Yeah. But look at.
and we know this is folly. Jake actually is not supposed to be. We're supposed to be kings and priests and stuff like this, but you know, this doesn't change. You still able to filter these things through the truth. You know what I'm saying? Basically gauge them for what they are, what goes on inside them, etc., based off the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures tell us, you know, unto the spiritual man, things spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So we just being spiritual about it, you know.
Billy Collins, he's really to be admired.
The decision was unanimous in favor of Luis Resto, but shortly after the fight, Collins' handlers charged that Resto's gloves had been tampered with. that some of the required padding had been secretly and illegally removed, adding extra impact to Resto's punches. The New York State Athletic Commission apparently was suspicious, and they impounded Luis Resto's glove.
And as you see, this is Jacob and Esau, man. Esau came out red. You know what I'm saying? Washed away. Edom means red, man. You know? Lord willing, this don't be long.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Man, oh man, this is just getting ridiculous. This is really, really getting ridiculous. First, we find out that Tyson Fury, he cheated with his left glove. Now we find out he cheated with the right glove as well. But it's even worse with the right glove. Because in these new photos that have emerged that you guys are looking at right now, you can clearly see that padding has been removed from Tyson Fury's glove. Guys, this is Luis Resto all over again in 2020. And let me add this as well. This is worse than what Margarito did. I mean, with Margarito, of course, cheating is cheating at the end of the day. But with Margarito, he put plaster over his wraps to make his wraps harder, but he didn't remove padding from the gloves. Tyson Fury removed padding from the gloves, while he was already 40 pounds heavier than Deontay Wilder, excuse me.
So that tell you right there, and I can go ahead and get it because I wasn't able to get it in the first video. I just want you to see for yourself, hear for yourself, you know, what brothers, you know, what me and some of the brothers was talking about this weekend. But anyway, this past weekend, it says, Salakia. Genesis 25. I'm gonna jump down to give me a second. Oh, Salaki. Here we go. Genesis 25:23, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So we get the point. And the one people shall be stronger than the other. So out of these 2 twins, you know, as it says, behold, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, right? And Isaac was 60 years when she bare them. So Esau's the red guy.
In the heavyweight division.
Esau is where you get the birth of the red people at. You know the red people on the earth.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Man, oh man, this is just getting ridiculous. This is really, really getting ridiculous. First, we find out that Tyson Fury, he cheated with his left glove. Now we find out he cheated with the right glove as well. But it's even worse with the right glove. Because in these new photos that have emerged that you guys are looking at right now, you can clearly see that padding has been removed from Tyson Fury's glove. Guys, this is Luis Resto all over again in 2020. And let me add this as well. This is worse than what Margarito did. I mean, with Margarito, of course, cheating is cheating at the end of the day. But with Margarito, he put plaster over his wraps to make his wraps harder, but he didn't remove padding from the gloves. Tyson Fury removed padding from the gloves, while he was already 40 pounds heavier than Deontay Wilder, excuse me, in the heavyweight division.
He was already 40 pounds heavier, but the hate is so it's so intense between, you know, a true Edomite and a true Israelite. It's is you know, anything goes. You know, all of what each party has goes, possesses as far as their trait goes. So Esau trait to get off his to bring to the table, to bring to their meetup of hating each other. All of what he possesses, you will see him being wicked, him doing deceitful things, him being basically a murderer, and then all of Jacob. So I'm gonna get this, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. So it says Esau was red, man. You know, and the first came out red all over, like a hairy garment. They call his name Esau. You should know that. And the boys grew, and Esau, jump it down, 27th verse. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Now, you look that word plain up is Thom. And so the clear thing we got for Esau is this: he's some red guy, you know? And somebody's going to be stronger than the other. Now, when you look up plain for that, which Jacob was, something he possessed, him just being plain, it actually is not plain. It's Thom, you know? The Hebrew word for it is Thom. Plain in Hebrew is Thom, and it means perfect, complete, one who lacks nothing in physical strength. Right? Beauty, etc., sound, wholesome, and ordinary, quiet sort of person. You know? Complete, morally innocent, having integrity, one who is morally and ethically pure, what you're going to see in this video. So, Jacob is obviously the stronger one. See that? So, I'm going to let this play.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Man, oh man, this is just getting ridiculous. This is really, really getting ridiculous. First, we find out that Tyson Fury, he cheated with his left glove. Now we find out he cheated with the right glove as well. But it's even worse with the right glove. Because in these new photos that have emerged that you guys are looking at right now.
And I'm going to give my scriptures, but you can also go into the traits of Esau. Back in that 25th chapter, you know, the traits that said Esau had, you know, being cunning. Look up that word cunning. Just look up a regular definition of the word cunning, because it tell you that Esau was cunning.
You can clearly see that padding has been removed from Tyson Fury's glove. Guys, this is Luis Resto all over again in 2020. And let me add this as well. This is worse than what Margarito did. I mean, with Margarito, of course, cheating is cheating at the end of the day. But with Margarito, he put plaster over his wraps to make his wraps harder, but he didn't remove padding from the gloves. Tyson Fury removed padding from the gloves, while he was already 40 pounds heavier than Deontay Wilder, in the heavyweight division. I'm telling you guys right now, if this was the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, there would have been a thorough investigation, and Tyson Fury would most likely be banned from the sport. And I'm gonna tell you something else, man. The Athletic Commission that was supposed to be looking over these fighters, they better really be careful. Because with them trying to protect Tyson Fury because he's on the hope list, that could really backfire. Because this could turn into a serious lawsuit where the Athletic Commission could end up paying out a whole lot of money. I mean, that's kind of like a whole bunch of teachers and even the principal at a school knowing that one teacher in particular is molesting the kids, but they say nothing about it.
And I like the video because this video needs to spread. Esau the dang devil, man. So people got to learn so-called white man is truly the devil, right? And you can clearly see it when they're always involved with a so-called black person, man. So-called black person. And that's you so-called Latinos as well. You so-called Native American Indians as well. Because if we're just black, you're black too. You know, we're all in this together. And that's the truth and facts.
I mean, that's the situation right now with Tyson Fury. Because they already seen the images when it comes to Tyson Fury's left glove.
Now watch this. Pay attention to this.
And they're going to see the images of his right glove now. So there's no way they can say they didn't know, they weren't aware of this. They can't say that. So now it is completely official cover-up is actually bigger than the cheating scandal. I mean, the evidence is through the roof that Tyson Fury, he cheated. That is no longer a win for Tyson Fury. This is the first time I've ever said that. I mean, we already knew he cheated from the previous photos. But after watching these images, it's even more clear that he cheated. The evidence is through the roof. You have a sparring partner, a Tyson Fury sparring partner, that actually has the gloves that Tyson sparred with, where it was proven that the team had removed padding from Tyson Fury's glove just to spar with his own sparring partners. And Nicholas Asbury, the sparring partner who actually revealed these gloves, he said that they told him afterwards, they said, we just wanted to build up Tyson Fury's confidence. So Tyson Fury was willing to put his own teammates' health at risk just to give him the confidence that he needed to get in the ring with a guy with a killer right hand like Deontay Wilder. And this is so crazy because the fans are
because the one shall be stronger than the other. He learned that. He felt that the first fight. He felt that power. He felt that otherworldly type of power, man. Because they do some otherworldly type stuff, man. You know? They do stuff that, you know, we've done stuff that people can't, they can't understand, you know? So, Esau's weak, man. So-called white man, he's weak.
Trying to protect and defend Tyson Fury, they're having a harder and harder time trying to defend the evidence against Tyson. Because once again, first we were talking about the left hand. And it's so funny because once the Mayweather channel, or at least the guy that runs the Mayweather channel, he went out trying to protect Tyson Fury, and that kind of backfired on him. And once again, I want to let people know, I'm going to keep letting people know this. The guy that runs the Mayweather channel has nothing to do with Floyd Mayweather. Because a lot of people, they get this confused. They think because the channel is named the Mayweather channel, you're going to automatically think that Floyd Mayweather has something to do with the channel and it's some type of family channel, but that's not the case. This channel has absolutely nothing to do with Floyd Mayweather. They're just using the Mayweather name. But it does have something to do with Jeff Mayweather, because Jeff Mayweather, he works with the other guy that put the channel together. And right now I'm calling him the other guy because I completely forgot the guy's name. But anyway, getting back to the point that I was about to make. So once the Mayweather channel made this video trying to debunk the fact that Tyson Fury cheated, you had all these fans that were defending Tyson Fury saying, see, it was just proven on the Mayweather channel that he didn't cheat because they did a demonstration showing it's impossible to cheat. Now, like I said before, of course that backfired. I think his name is Cody, the guy that runs the Mayweather channel. But anyway, Cody himself, he even admitted that he got a lot of backlash from doing that video because, of course, it looked extremely biased. It looked like his whole point was trying to debunk the notion that Tyson Fury cheated. So because he got so much backlash in that video, and other boxers were showing that they can prove that Tyson Fury cheated in the Mayweather gym, he was forced to do other videos where he had to have other professional fighters with even more experience.
Now notice how Deontay Wilder let him hold his glove. He holds it straight. He doesn't put it back to his body, you know, because everybody don't notice, you know, sometimes the same thing. So that's why I'm just you know, commenting.
The first fighters do the demonstration.
You clearly see that.
Fighters like Dewey
no
Cooper,
problem with
and in his
head bumping gloves like you would usually do in a regular fight, you know. Even when he bumped gloves, he did it at an angle to where you wouldn't feel that unpadded glove, man. It's clear, you know.
Demonstration, he proved how effective Tyson Fury could be with the cheating methods that he applied in that fight. But at the end of the day, if we know a fighter cheated, it shouldn't matter how effective the person was in cheating. We shouldn't have to prove how effective he was at doing it. Cheating is cheating at the end of the day. I mean, if you go into a liquor store and try to hold it up, you try to rob them, but the guy behind the counter, he surprises you and hits you over the head with a bat, and you run out and you don't get no money, guess what? You're still going to go to jail for robbery, even though you weren't successful. So once again, if the fans were using the Mayweather channel to try to prove that Tyson Fury didn't cheat, wouldn't that mean now you would have to still use the Mayweather channel to prove that he did cheat after Dewey Cooper and others proved that he cheated on the Mayweather channel? This is how difficult it is to defend someone that you know deep in your heart is dead wrong. You know deep in your heart he really did cheat. That's why it's very difficult to defend them. Because new evidence emerges, now you gotta change your stance from your first excuse, now you gotta come up with a new excuse to defend him. And because Tyson Fury has the complexion for the protection, these fans will do anything to defend him. It doesn't matter how much evidence. I mean, once
And what complexion is that? Red.
again, these gloves
Who runs the world right now? Esau, the red people, right? Second Ezra 6 and 9, man.
are the smoking gun. This is the DNA evidence. This is the crime caught on camera. Literally. But none of that matters because a lot of these fans, they see this win as the biggest win in a very, very long time against a fighter on the coincidental list. So admitting that Tyson Fury cheated, that would mean you would also have to admit that Tyson Fury never actually beat Deontay Wilder because he cheated. You know what happens when a fighter tests positive for PEDs after...
See this? Cause Yahushua, he's a Jake as well. He's of Jacob as well. He's an Israelite as well. It says Yahushua answered, John 8:36. Yahushua answered, "My kingdom is not of this world." Why? Because it's the world of Esau, right? His world starts when Jacob starts. When the world of Jacob starts, this is why Jacob came second, holding the heel of Esau, because it tell you in 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of the next that follow it. So it's not Jake's time right now. That's why you get in the world, you hear the saying, this is a white man's world. You know what I'm saying? Yahushua answered, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence." You know what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing you could do. You know, that's why I say Micah 2:1, you know, woe to them that work in iniquity upon their beds, you know, in the daylight they practice it because it's in the power of their hands, paraphrasing, you know. So
he beat someone, that fight ends up being changed to a no contest. That means he never won the fight. And why do they change it to a no contest? Because the fighter cheated. There's absolutely no doubt he cheated. So now Cody, the guy with the Mayweather channel, now he should go around the gym and show all the boxers these images of Tyson Fury's right glove and get their reaction to those gloves. And ask them, are those the type of gloves that you go in the ring with and you fight with? What would you do if you found out that a fighter had these gloves on after he beat you? Let's see if he does that. But yeah, man, I mean, this is ridiculous. This is offensive to the sport, and it's even more offensive that everyone in the sport is doing everything they can do to protect this man. This should be the biggest story in the sport of boxing, because once again, if this was another sport, this would be the biggest story. It's the biggest scandal. Just like the Tyson Fury win over Deontay Wilder was huge, this story should be just as big. There is
my kingdom, Yahushua answered, my kingdom is not of this world, right? You know, let me get this. Pilate answered, "Am I a Jew? Thine own nation and chief priests have delivered thee unto me. What hast thou done?" Yahushua answered, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence." So you got a lot of Jakes laying down because they just know, Tupac had said that on the, not to be all worldly and shit, but, Tupac had said that in the, on this Kendrick Lamar album, you know what I'm saying? He said, pretty much when a man turned 30, they take the heart and fight out of a man. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to fight no more. You don't see too many more loudmouth 30-year-olds, and that's what this world will do to you. When you're of Jacob, our people lay down and they don't stand up for nothing in truth. It's just folly. You know what I'm saying? So that's our own people turn and they don't stand up for nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, we're not of this world, man. They are, but in actuality, they're not supposed to be. So it's just you could just see it. You could see it in however you want to go into it. To where it makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely no doubt about it, and there's no exaggeration when I say it, which is what makes it so crazy. That this is the closest story to the Luis Resto story in 1983. Look at the gloves. There is no doubt about it. And once again, this is what makes it so bad is the fact that we already knew Tyson Fury had a history of cheating. We already knew that he was cheating. Even when he sparred, he was cheating. Going all the way back to Vladimir Klitschko's training camp. Tyson Fury was cheating when he was sparring in that training camp. He's been doing this his whole career.
Himself.
I'm going to keep going back to Luis Resto because the similarities are eerie. I mean, for example, you go back to Resto and you see after the fight, the other trainer, he's basically touching his glove.
So that's pretty much it. Because,
even when he sparred,
Jake supplants, but Esau's the devil, man. This is an act of being a devil. And we got more to get, but I don't even want to draw this out, man. So this is important because the scriptures stand the test of times. The word of the Lord stands true, man, that the one shall be stronger than the other, man. And that's why this is why Tyson Fury had to do what he had to do, even being 40 pounds heavier, man. Psalms 35:1. Plead my cause, O Lord, O Yahweh, with them that strive against me, Salakia, with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me. Take hold of shield and buckler and stand up for mine help. And ultimately, you're going to see that being done through these scriptures, man. And then the Lord manifesting promises and things he said will be. You know what I'm saying? And things he exposed about, things that are going on this earth. And really being about the damn so-called white man, man. It says, let them, let me get this. Draw out the spear and stop the way against them that persecute me. Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. Because ultimately, Deontay Wilder, he 2/3. You know what I'm saying? But this for edification. It says, let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Because Esau he do this to all of us, man. Let them be confounded let them be confounded, also called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. He gets the one up on. He has to cheat us and rob and murder, and pillage, and commit acts of, all type of things. You know what I'm saying? Not treason, but genocide. If he could have us fall to if he could have us fall to genocide, he would. Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul, and let them be turned back and brought to confusion that divides my hurt. Now, it say, let me get this. Let destruction come upon him at an unawares, and let his net that he had set, Salaki, and let his net that he had hid catch himself. Right? It says, into that very destruction let him fall. And that's what done happened to this dude. So he went on to get a temporary. He wanted to look like, they was all in on this, man. They knew. These people knew, So that's pretty much it, man. They rewarded me evil for good, to the spoiling of my soul. He can't help, how the Lord made him, This is what it's supposed to be, man. But yet these people, they don't want the truth to just stand. It has to be other things, man. It has to be. Let me get this, because I'm gonna close this out, Lord willing, in 1 second. It says, because it's tons of things you go into with this, man. This dude got a bone. He has a dent in his face, man. You know what I'm saying? He has a dent in his face. And you're not going to see this on ESPN. Look, this is Esau right there, man. The red guy. trying to be like Jake. They want to be us. You know? He has a dent in his skull, man. On the side of his face. You know? It says, Psalm 64 and 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. You know, they say, who shall see them? You know what I'm saying? The Lord, he's showing you who, because he said he was gonna do all this. So Esau, he's being exposed on a higher scale, man. You know? Let me get this. For the vision, Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And what was one of the things that he promised was going to come? He was going to show the nakedness of this so-called white man, man. It says, verse 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not right upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Right? It says, yeah, also, because he transgressed by wine. You know, his own philosophy. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. He enlarged his desire as hell, right? So just as, because it tell you in the scriptures, let me get that real quick. Hell is never full. Something like that. So the destruction is never satisfied, you know? Hell never full. Let me get that real quick, because that's exactly what that link up to. You know? Hell never full, man. It's always room. See that? Proverbs 27 and 20. Hell and destruction are never full. So the eyes of man are never satisfied. You know what I'm saying? So people can't be destroyed enough. You know what I'm saying? It can't be enough. There's not enough destroying you can do. You know what I'm saying? The pit, the grave could never be packed. Too many bodies can never go down into the grave, man. Because if that was the case, the Lord wouldn't be. He wouldn't have set to do what Yahweh Shah is getting ready to do when he comes back with the angels, man. You know what I'm saying? It says hell, if the grave could be full, man. You know what I'm saying? So people being destroyed and etc. and laid to rest in the grave, man. It's never full, man. So the eyes of man are never satisfied. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also because he transgresses by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. See that? And is as death. Right? So they're always desirable of even the so-called white man always trying to find a way to, you know, one up and come up and steal, and you know what I'm saying, because hell and destruction is never full, man. You know what I'm saying? So he can never get his appetite filled, man. He can never go too far. You know what I'm saying? It can never be enough is enough, because hell and destruction, because it's always gonna backfire. But since hell and the destruction and people being destroyed from things like that, it's never like, it never fills. It's like a meter or a bar that could never hit complete. You know what I'm saying? It's like something that always gets to 90 and it just keep buffering, and it'll go forever. You know what I'm saying? Until it dies. Since that's the case, he can never. You will never. Esau will never cease, man. His wickedness will never cease to amaze you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because hell and destruction, which he's the epitome of, and you're gonna really see that in the kingdom. It's never full, man. You know what I'm saying? This dude is something else, man. You know, he has a history. He has a history and everything. He just has a history, period. It says, and it is as death and cannot be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? But gathered unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. It said, but gathereth unto him all nations. some on Esau, and heapeth unto him all people. He said he got the complexion for protection. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him he increases that he wasn't given strength, but yet he increased strength by taking the padding completely out of his glove and putting in a metal object, man. Which is what this video going to. It say, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. The elder apostle Saul, he just went into something about this. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. You know what I'm saying? All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Esau he got history with everybody, man. And Jacob, his little brother, he constantly, it's just crazy, man, because of men's blood and for the violence of the land. It says of the city and of all that dwell therein. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. It was something else I wanted to get to. Here we go. It's more. It says, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. You know what I'm saying? Establish a city by iniquity. So that could be likened unto, you know what I'm saying, he building up his you know, any way of building that's by falsehood it's gonna perish. They tell you riches gotten by vanity shall perish, man. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures. You know? It says, behold, is it not the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity? You know what I'm saying? I tell you right here, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord. And that's knowing that Jacob and Esau, so-called white man, you know what I'm saying, so-called black people, you know, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. You know, and we're set to be stronger, man. You know, it says, this is a perfect one, because it also said, if you watch the first video, that someone in Deontay Wilder's own camp sold him out probably for some money, some Jakes in his corner. It could have been, you know, could be a, you know, heathen. It could be anybody, but I believe it was probably some Jakes. It says, you know, they spiked his drink, but it says, woe unto him. So they were all in cahoots on this, man. And I knew that. I just believed that by the Spirit when this came out that he lost, and then I seen the highlights how bad he got beat. It was like he was off something. Like he completely lost his ability, you know? And then Tyson Fury was hurting him, you know? And it makes sense, and it's all out now. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that put his bottle to, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that put his bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, because Esau drunk as hell already, you know, of his lies, you know, and that he think he can beat Esau and defy the word of God, you know, raise up to Yahweh. It says that thou may look as on their nakedness. You know what I'm saying? You can see him in his worst form. You know what I'm saying? See him without the things you were without. That strength, you know, that the Lord, you know, gave us. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. See that? So that's that, man. Let me get this. That'll be my last scripture. That's spiritual. You know? Look at that, man. Stop that right there. This is folly, man. You know? This is folly. Slakia. Get all my scriptures out and I'll be done, man. This is my last scripture, Lord willing. Let me see. It say, you know, but I ain't rushing out. You know, I love doing this. This is Nahum 3 and 5. I just want to keep your attention span, though, you know. It says, Nahum 3 and 5, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord, and I will discover thy skirts.
You stupid fool. Did you really think you gonna hit me? Huh? Bam, bam, bam. Over.
And that's how it's gonna be for us in the kingdom, man. When we in the kingdom, we back in our rightful, minds and positions. A lot of these jakes gonna die. You know what I'm saying? This boxing is crap anyway. Your Jake is just idle pretty much because the Lord don't want everybody, so He allowed Jake to get into different things that don't really deal with him, so He can actually, punish them and bring them back, justified because I destroyed you, So now you can come back and, get to it, and that's how it's gonna be in the end. Stupid fool, you really think you can hit me? You know what I'm saying? And Esau gonna remember this world, and he gonna see us in the new world as well. And this is gonna pop in his head. Look at this, man. This is like Space Jam. Look at the dent in his head, bro. He got blood coming out of his ear. Come on, man. This is folly, man. So I'm gonna stop this right here. You can watch this video if you want. This is the channel. It says, Nahum 3:5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, saith Yahweh of hosts. Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, man. It says, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. For who you truly are, man. You're not really white. Your glove white. You're not strong. You could never beat so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You're not truly the hero. You're not none of these people you said you were. You didn't do these things in history. You weren't these people in history. You're the Edomites, man. You're the wicked. You're the devil. You don't mean us good, man. And I will cast abominable filth. You didn't beat Deontay Wilder. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee and make thee vile and will set thee as a gazing stock. So woe to the bloody city. Because when you gonna listen to this, it's talk about how it come down to black and white. That's all these people care about in boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's why you ain't gonna hear about this on ESPN. And that's why you get this big. But you might, because it's coming to an end. The Lord, this is prophecy. He said He's gonna 3:5. He said, this is what the Lord said He gonna do. He said, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. But this place is full of folly, man. These people going off that drink. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. So Lord willing, has been edifying. I'm going to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Kodash Rakah. All right? Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone who rule well of Yahshua Allah. Shalom.